All right, we are live. Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Now we've got some new jackets, which is very nice. Fuck the world.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a metallic drill, a pull-out tool.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Camera to the library.
They're closed. It says here that the library is open from...
We should try again during business.
Anything else, Detective?
God damn it.
57?
In the cabin,
I forgot about that. We should go and buy that, speaker from this guy.
all the old boom boxes are there.
Wait. Oh, I already bought that. Whoopsie. Derp. Well, in that case, let's get the fuck out. Agreed. Okay, let's. Oh god, let's not equip this. This is shitty. Oh, that's so much better. Where's that mailbox? Definitely a sea monster did that shit. Definitely how it goes, Harry.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized.
Ow.
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick. Your toe has suffered damage.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box.
You think
I
so?
don't. Mail the letter and let's be done with this.
He must see the box as the weaker of the two, and you as a bully. Something he doesn't stand for.
Mm-hmm. Good box.
The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations.
That's a
You
nice
drop the
box.
white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what, for good or ill. The deed is done.
Let's go back to Everard. This better be worth it after what we did.
The porterial is
Play the tape.
push.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
That's it?
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
Mm-hmm.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style.
The
Kill
apocalypse.
shit. Dogs and chickens too.
Doggos.
I'm gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never
Seems
did
legit.
get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête
Mhm.
on your porterial.
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He sounded inebriated.
Still,
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's Cordy?
one of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend. A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
Think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know a village on the Sam. Who knows? I think we've got.
As you take, the contrast feels chilly.
I have a sword.
There. Do you smell that?
Smell what?
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? That sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent reordering?
Commies nearby.
Undoubtedly. And the scent is coming from that railing over there. Yes, now's your chance to establish contact.
Mañana, let's do this.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? What's that, boya?
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
Have you tried a butcher shop? Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon
Yeah,
the
maybe.
subtle approach.
Ah, now I see.
Yep.
Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism seriously. Not a bad thing, mind you. It's good for a man to take time to think about the whole socio-political world picture.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with things, especially when politics are at issue.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why? Oh, I see. I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
I know you said you're not actually a communist, but you're
Maybe.
a communist, right? Yeah,
Maybe
come
not.
on.
Either way, I'm not institutional. A man's got to blaze his own trail, in my book.
Okay, so maybe he's not exactly a communist, but there's definitely some communistic residue about him.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
Where'd you meet him?
It was late
How'd
one
you meet
night
him?
as I was leaving the arbor. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket. Classic Saramirizian style.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
Mm-hmm.
See, all this political chit-chat is just an excuse to rip tar with strangers. Let's say we just skip right to the good part then.
Wish I thought of
It
that.
was all right. A little like something out of a Vespertine spy novel. It was late. He asked me.
See,
No idea. I took it to mean he was at a very
wish.
old-school organizing technique. The sort of thing comunistas used to do before the revolution. The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
What's
You
the
know,
let's
a guy
go?
with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory
Yeah,
against
it sounds
other
about right.
theories in deadly theory. I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Abadanais." And then he was gone.
Who are
I don't
they?
know. Guess not everyone remembers.
What do you think it
Been
means?
wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk could be. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows this ideologo personally. I have to say though, it sounds like you found yourselves a proper hunt.
the man whispers a joy.
Los Ardis?
Mm-hmm.
They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Not
Is he
quite.
actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some...
I'm the
Why
law.
not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest...
He makes a right to work.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
What's it to you? No, don't think we've met before.
The man has turned his...
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
Beats me.
Legit.
They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. Yes, of course.
I think I can ask Kuno about those tattoos, maybe.
Yes?
Wham, 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 wham.
An old call box, an off-key.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So
A single beep
All right.
indicates you ring the door. Just seeing the words, all you hear is you ring the door. You wait
Ding.
for a minute. What looks like someone. You hear static.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Yes.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Oh dear God.
It's a woman, and she knows you.
How?
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call?
Hello, Michelle.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Maybe try being less brainwashed then? You know,
A
mind
spot
wiped
of static
clean.
overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
Brrr. Like to the water?
It's so nice.
Not quite.
It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Ah, I know that feel.
The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Fuck.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. Whatever she says, it can't. All right. Maybe
Call her
not.
again.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting. A strange metallic taste fills your mouth. as you
Metallic.
stare at the intercom.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order? My God.
Here come the bad vibes
What?
again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you.
Yes, my ex.
My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Said that before.
Wait, is she...
Michelle, just please.
Is this AI?
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again. Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Is it over? Can we talk now, please?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice.
Having your mind wiped clean from me is nice.
It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
You won't be the first to feel that way.
And then it hits you. She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this. Anger boils up in your chest.
Here I
Your
thought.
sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep
The
listening.
phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head.
Crawling. Crawling.
For 300 years I have been here,
What the fuck is this?
volatile and luminous, made of sodium and rain.
Salt water, I guess. The fuck is this?
If you want me, you can find me on the beach. Donnerstag.
So, it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
What?
I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Hey.
That is true. Silence. Silence.
It's Ice City.
Nothing happens after silence. This button.
This button looks new.
Wait. No. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right. They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you. No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you. And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social. You see a heavy steel.
I thought I could get inside there very easily, but oh well. Let's go around. Maybe I can talk to Classia again. She's back.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here?
She puts her this does not surprise her.
Did he?
Mm.
I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me. Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi?
Yep.
He wasn't actually there. He
He's
didn't
young,
do it
like me.
Or at least
I'm
didn't
old.
tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Machismo.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona.
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. It was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Huh.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled man.
It sounds broken.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
Weren't you afraid?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil.
Ooh.
Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
Aren't you cool?
She wouldn't. She doesn't have the full Hoi in her.
Did he tell you he had actually done it?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She
Be good
takes
to know.
a very small sip of...
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Thank
A
you.
nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but...
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few
you
questions
go.
you can help us with. A few things, a field autopsy.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed the last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where's that?
Ignoranye, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
Alright.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No.
Mm-hmm.
He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranien Rek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Drugs.
Sex, alcohol,
Yep.
speed, probably also sildenafil. No love for Muta Aranye? Wasn't he a soldier?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He
Mercenary.
was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
A flash of rage comes over you. The words have already left your mouth.
Disgraceful mercenary.
Had he passed that test, we wouldn't have gotten along. Come to think of it, maybe it was our hate for Oranje that brought us together. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated
She likes
his
older
birthday,
men.
like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to like.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
A miss. The adversary one.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Light blue. They were
Uh-huh.
like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
It's clear she was very much attracted to him, and still is.
Of course. He was the most strangely beautiful man I've ever been with. And I mean that.
Okay.
And now he's dead. A pity.
A pity, huh?
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Early, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have that in common now.
Yeah, tattoo.
That.
It's clear she liked it.
Quite a lot, yes.
Yeah, for the waterways.
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
How?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Uh-huh.
He's smoking and drinking, of course.
As I would do.
And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands.
Okay.
And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
Yeah, sounds about right.
And he says, "That was
Too hardcore.
Don't ask me about
that.
So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like,
Saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths. Yep.
And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. Oh yeah.
What does this mean?
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they mean.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money.
Uh-huh.
He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Did he enjoy that?
Why do you ask?
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
I don't think he enjoyed dying, officer. He had too much left to do. Too many third world countries. Couldn't tap out just yet. A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
That? Sildenafil. Just like you suspected. It's for
What's that?
maintaining an erection. Uppers are vasoconstrictors, so that feat becomes problematic.
I don't know this.
Because you're a scientist.
That's why.
How much
Sure.
does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now. All right.
Coolly, gracefully.
All right. It's roughly half an hour, and it's late tonight. So let's sleep. Good night.